What's going on, guys? Strength Coach Christopher Lopez here. Listen, I want to take a minute of your time and just talk to you about a dilemma that you most likely have faced if you've ever tried to cut weight or lose body fat or even get ripped. You 9 times out of 10, you've probably come across this issue. And this is the problem of losing muscular strength, muscle density, and muscle mass when dieting. It's almost inevitable, or has been anyway. So what does that mean for a guy like you who is probably a decent build, spends a decent amount of time in the gym, and wants to burn some body fat? What are your options? So one option is you just bite the bullet and realize that if you cut your calories and cut your carbs and do more conditioning, well, you're probably going to end up losing muscle mass because you've had this overabundance of carbs in the past in the wintertime where you probably were bulking up, and you're cutting all that out, so you're in a caloric deficit now, and chances are you don't have enough calories or enough carbs to sustain that strength that you had in the winter. Okay, so that's the first option. You just bite the bullet and say, this is the way it's going to be, and I'm just going to lose it. But I'll look good because I have abs, right? That's a stupid mentality to have, but some people think that way. The second option is to not diet at all, to keep your size and strength. Now, I know I've done that in the past over some summer times. I didn't diet at all or clean up my diet because up here, it would mess with my head too much if I lost too much strength and too much size. The third option, which it really is kind of a new option, which I've been testing out, is this program I put together called the Impact System. Before I get too in depth with the Impact System, let me just tell you how it came about. So much like you, I spent my winters bulking up and summers and springs and summers leaning out in my early 20s. I was following typical bodybuilding routines that I saw in magazines and books and whatnot, and follow their nutrition advice, and I always felt like every time it came down to dieting, I would lose too much strength and too much muscle mass. Oh, it never failed, always. So I didn't think anything of it because I figured this was just the way it was, and this is how everybody did it, which is partially true. Most people still do it that way. Well, I'm going to tell you that way is wrong. And I kind of stumbled upon it by accident. So it was about 2008, and it was in November, and it was about time for my next bulking cycle, or my next round of bulking, or whatever you want to call it. And I blew up my knee and tore my ACL. So that kind of put a hold on heavy lifting, and basically, I had to think of ulterior ways to train and maintain what I had. So I spent the better part of the next few years, testing out different rep ranges, testing out different set ranges, rest periods, etc., to kind of mash together this program, with all these different weird ways to train. I'm not talking exercises, but the way the exercises are put together. It's a little bit different than probably what you're used to seeing in magazines and books. But all I knew was that it worked pretty well. I've run the program a few times myself. Other people have used the program with really decent results. And well, you could see the last time I ran it was recently, and I dropped from 200 to 178, and pretty much kept my strength up there. I mean, you could see the numbers; they speak for themselves. The other thing that I noticed that was kind of weird with this program is that, and that wasn't intended this way, but my muscular performance definitely increased as well. I'm not a runner by any means. I'm not really built to run. I can sprint, but I can't run. So I decided one day I was going to run a mile. And come to find out, I ran the mile in like 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay? I've never done that. Not even in grade school or high school could I ever possibly do that. So you know, your joints are going to feel better, you're going to be performing better, your body's going to function better as a unit when you're on this program. I designed it for strength and muscle mass maintenance, but this added perk of muscle performance I'm not complaining about because I'm faster, you know, I'm quicker, I recover much faster. So all these different perks have definitely come out of this accidental program, which is huge. So give it a shot. Now, when you pick up the program, you're going to get a few things. You're going to get the Impact training manual, which goes through all the exercises, lays them all out by day for you, and gives you a 4-week blueprint of how to train. And no two exercises over that course of 4 weeks are exactly the same. They're all different, I promise. And it's set up in a way that you can run them as many times as you want. So if you want to do a 5-month cycle of the Impact system, you could totally do it without any problem. Okay. The next thing you're going to get is the printable training log, which is a printable version of the workouts. It's a chart. You can fill in your weights that you're doing and keep track of it, so the next time you do that same exact workout over the next 4 weeks, you should be stronger and leaner and you know, definitely have that muscle mass that you first put on when you hit that next workout. The third thing you're going to get is the video exercise library. It's over 70 workouts, or 70 exercises that are included in the program. So if you have any questions about how to do any of them, you just refer to the exercise library, find the exercise, which they're separated by workout, so they're very easy to find, and click on it. It'll show you how to do the exercise, and then you get to work in the gym. The last thing it includes is my competition diet. Now this is the diet, the exact diet that I used to cut up for my last bodybuilding show in 2008. And trust me, it will work wonders for, you know, your physique and muscle mass maintenance, because it definitely plays on hormones. It keeps them in check, which a lot of people have trouble with when they're dieting. And you have a couple days where you can load up on carbs before bed, which isn't too bad either. Going to bed on a full stomach of carbs is pretty nice. So check it out. The rest of the information is below, but I wanted to give you guys a quick heads up on what it's about, and I figured it's better to hear my voice and relay the message directly to you than to write it out. But if you want to read it, you guys can read it as well. All right. So hopefully you pick up the program, you'll enjoy it. And before I go, there is a 90-day money-back guarantee, so you can use it for 3 months. If you don't like it, shoot me a line, and we'll work on getting you your money back. No questions asked. All right. So take a look, guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and remember, it doesn't have to be that hard. Okay, you just need the right system and the right blueprint and direction. Okay, bulking up in the wintertime, cutting in the summer is a thing of the past. Trust me. All right. I'll talk to you guys later, and enjoy the program. Peace.